REA Sports brings you the AFC North in Week 7, where Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is undefeated against the Bengals. The former MVP has 5 straight wins over Cincinnati, and he goes for number 6. Next.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll look to throw here. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 81 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Free breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Uses the stiff arm. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has... And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And just shutting him off there. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jalen Waddle becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign. Steady
as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team. And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Well, this crowd does not like that call. Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 6. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now back to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mullen's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes...
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Man, they got to let him play.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone, you get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Bullard's throw there complete to Allen. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. McPherson's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So we've reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson steps away. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete at the 1. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is... think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
They'll look to throw now on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Uzama. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down good and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson, now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
75 yards.
and the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Touchdown, Bengals. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big time.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. The deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Ravens could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Back to throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Jackson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Connecting with Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Touchdown Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle finding the end zone yet again. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. That's complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll look to throw.
to Mixon on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.